Ema. Someone is in very good mood today. For Monday, very good mood. And once again I forgot to spray myself against the mosquitoes. Oh yeah, today it's windy. Sunny yet windy, like 25 degrees, so perfect temperature, but windy. Apparently Liza's favorite aunt came in the morning. Most likely she left 2 ears for Liza, because just before we left, and it's what, 7 p.m, she was finishing the last ear. So yeah, she was busy throughout the day, Liza. She could be outside on the yard. It wasn't hot, no rain. And on the other side, a distant relative. And Liza will go number 2. Let's see. Oh yeah. Number 2. Okay. Okay. Evidence collected. So last week I talked a little bit regarding the Ministry of Defense. So let's talk about our armed forces. Pridna, boš pol dobila. She wants streets. Oh, sunny. So yeah, Slovenian armed forces. In Slovenian language they are named Slovenska vojska, which directly translates to Slovenian army. But the official translation is Slovenian Armed Forces, so SAF. And we have a small armed forces. So nation in Slovenia we have 2 million people living, and our armed forces are 6,000 plus strong, which is of course quite low number. For several years now we are dealing with issues of retention of military personnel, and with that of course connected issue of recruiting. This is mainly due to the fact that we have professional armed forces. Yeah. Now that her tummy is empty, she needs to refill it. So yeah, generally speaking, Slovenian armed forces are so-called unified armed forces, which means which means we don't have separate branches like Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, Space Force, whatever. Everything is unified in one organization. which is quite Kaya, si se premislila. She changed her mind. She said, uh-oh. Si imela vse za povedati. Today she's very vocal, yeah? In a very good mood. Which means, you know, it's quite ordinary for such small armed force. There are several like us. But that doesn't mean that we don't have naval capabilities or air force capabilities, which we do have. Some. Yeah. She apparently is starving. I don't know what is going on today. I will have to check if anything was given to her for breakfast. Small dog, very feisty. Yeah, so we have quite a small army or armed forces. This is mainly due to the fact we are fully professional. In the past, before we joined NATO, we had a draft or military service, which was mandatory for all males. Then we went into professionalization, and now only people that want to serve will serve. They can serve in, you know, regular service, so let's say full-time employment, or they can be in reserve, volunteer reserve, which is part-time. You know, they get called up a couple of times per year, and or during in crisis, which is interesting with those floods that we had in the early August. They didn't mobilize the reserve, which was quite surprising, but I think this was due to the fact that primarily they needed machinery. No, pridi, Liza, ja gre. Ne moreš, gre. So yeah, yeah, let's say this is very general introduction, more on the armed forces next week.